I was gonna go into like this house next to me, see if there's anything in there. As I suspected, a Scar and a mini Uzi.
That's pretty good from a garage.
Hi, it's Up1975 and welcome to PUBG. This was a fun, silly, irrelevant team squad game with me, Little Lloyd, Soundman and Deadweight Dom. It was a fun game in which we all stomped around and got about the same, 3 or 4 kills each I think we all got, and it was a fun game, but it highlights something that is still an issue with PUBG on Xbox One. The main and really the only issue they haven't really started to address, which is the game crashes. Quite regularly when you're in a vehicle or in a high traffic area, you'll crash out of the game back to the dashboard. Then you have this hideous relaunching, waiting and waiting to relaunch. Then you're in a lobby looking at a screen showing, you know, the game's relaunching. You get a bit of game sound, and then most of the time you die then, while you can actually hear it but can't do anything about it. In this game we were lucky and we managed to cope with the crash out that happens. It happens later on. It is quite funny actually. I gotta say, sometimes they are quite funny, but ultimately when you're spending like 25 minutes to half an hour playing one battle royale game, you know, if you lag out or crash out after 22 minutes, there's a lot of time invested just to lose instantly, and it can be a real frustration. They are obviously working on this, and the patches they're releasing, they've released so many for Xbox that it's clear they are trying their best to sort this issue out and get us a more stable game. In fact, they've greatly improved PUBG on Xbox One since it came out in the preview version, and obviously it's not even a full release yet. So I know it's churlish of me to complain about a game that's still in preview mode, and they are working really hard to fix. I'm going to show you the whole gameplay, so this is going to be me in and out. I'm going to cut to some action now, so back in a bit.
Did you see someone up there, sir?
Yeah, I saw someone. Did you?
No.
A bike's very close.
Yeah, they're scoping us out.
We got guys on 340 north on the hill. Oh, you fucker.
That's having a plonk. Okay. Everyone knows we're here now.
Fucking knocked the bastard.
New zone is here. New zone's not bad. It's
one of them.
way.
That bike's what? Stopped.
We've got a new zone. It is.
To be honest, I've got to say, this game we spent a lot of time looting. So we managed to loot up and then get a big warehouse. Math got a kill and then we pushed on, and I'll come back to some action now.
Oh, you drove, I've just crashed.
Oh, you've just both crashed.
Yep.
That's alright, we're going to go up a big hill and almost die.
Sorry, boys.
When it gets really slow, if we hit something and go slow, get out. Okay. Right. Maps humping a tree. Some cover.
So Mav crashed out. Fortunately he crashed into a tree, which allowed us to escape from the car. Then we had this hideous wait. I'm just going to play it out, so enjoy.
Behind a car, so you covered from two sides. We're one of the other sides. Oh yeah, two guys running. One guy at tree.
Got sound. A clear shot.
Else got the knock, but I lit that guy up. Other guy's at tree running back to his mate.
He's gone. Oh no, Lloyd just moved. Okay.
Yeah.
He's gonna res his mate, but they're both fucked up. The two tree at 245. Naf's got a better angle, so I got him knocked. So they have more teammates. It's not just the two. I'm getting shot at.
Somewhere, do we know?
A bullet pinged in against the ground near me. Yep. Yeah, I heard the snag. No, it's not. I would guess it's... No. I'm guessing it's off west. Just can't see where from. No, you're right. Oh yeah, I can see it. There's a guy at the tree at 245, little tree.
Fuck, he just knocked me.
Yeah, now we know where he is. I got him.
Nice, thanks.
He was an Insta. Moving to your rock odds. Over this side a bit.
Have you got a first aid by any chance? I got bandages. Oh, okay, that works. Thank you.
So we're in the next zone as well.
No point watching that way.
So fortunately I was able to save Math and we didn't have any casualties from the crash out, and in fact we ended up in a really good spot, and we ended up pushing on really well in this game. I will show a bit from me. You can see my terrible spud aiming as I shoot some barrels at the back of a cabin and then miss a guy completely until he faces face on with me. But I do pick up a few kills, so all to the good. So enjoy this bit of action.
Okay, now that we're over here.
That wizard's tower, bottom of it. To our northeast.
Yeah, I'm gonna cover off. Here. I'm covering right flank as much as I can.
Yeah.
Still trying to cover our right flank. I'll leave you guys plinking away.
Trees
They're
at
dead. No, they're
east.
dead.
Trees at east.
Right, we don't actually have to go far for the next zone, and it's kind of along the hill rather than up the hill from us. Oh yeah, I can see one guy of the trees. He's 7 alive and we're 4 of them. Hold your position.
So it ended up being us and 2 guys left. I'm going to switch to Don's view. He actually came up behind me while I was at this rock, and I'll let him take over from here because he was really keen to hunt down and kill the guys, because earlier when we'd all been getting silly amounts of kills, he'd been watching our flank quite admirably, just watching and watching. So he gets around in the last bit to try and get the final 2 kills. But you know, we were 3 of the last 5 guys, and we're happily enough, you know, we can trade down. So we're swinging around together trying to find the last guys. I must admit, I do nearly step in front of Don's gunfire here. He did moan at me for that, but he managed to hunt down the last 2 bodies, and we managed to win this game despite mass crash out. And that's all. Thank you very much for watching.